Alright, Mideast round 12. And I get a terrible start off the line. Pretty much last. I'm dead last now that Kane got around me there in the green jersey. But I make it through the slalom and open her up here on this first straightaway. Kane takes off like a rocket and almost blows that corner. But he makes it around, and I sneak by Ben there in the corner. And then we come around and we get our first taste of the mud. So, yeah, the mud. Wasn't prepared for the mud. It had rained the night before, and initially I was pretty excited about the rain because apparently for the quads it was super dusty. But I guess it rained a little too much because this first lap was super muddy. It was almost like mutter level muddy. And I got some mud on the lens there, so we'll skip ahead. I love that little jump right there. It was so fun. I hit it every lap. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't ready for the mud. I spent most of my first lap kind of struggling, just trying to get a feel for the track really, and I ended up going super slow pretty much the entire lap. Getting behind some lap traffic here. Actually managed to make a pass here. I think this is one of the few that I made on the first lap. Totally unnecessary pass call, and then I just snuck around them there. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look really bad on camera, and these sections early in the track weren't that bad, to be honest. It was really down in the bottoms where it was super bad. It was soupy down there, but yeah, I wasn't ready for it, and the way my bike's set up currently, I have the power valve set open super early, so the power comes on really quickly. And I found out the hard way that in the mud, that's not fun. Causes a little bit of trouble. I don't think I was the only one that struggled with it. You see that guy there got stuck on the hill. But yeah, that guy directly in front of me, you can actually see right there. I think I just turned the traction map on the bike. But that guy right in front of me, he's actually racing in my class. There in the orange, and he beat me by like seconds this race. Pretty disappointing that I couldn't edge him out, but I actually ended up riding behind him forever right here. I didn't realize he was in my class. I wasn't paying attention to everybody that was on the start line. Man, look at all that mud being thrown, and somehow none of it lands on the lens. I don't know how I got that lucky. But you can kind of hear it. There's a guy behind me. His brakes are squeaking. I don't know if you can hear it. It's not doing it now. Of course, when I mentioned it, he would stop. But anyway, there's a guy behind me, and he was behind me for a little while. And he wasn't really like making any calls at me to pass. And he had plenty of opportunity to, but I let him pass me here in a little bit, and it was a mistake. Let me tell you that. Now, this guy right here kind of got stuck, and then unstuck himself, and then I was really worried he was about to hit me.
Whoa, buddy.
The hill doesn't look steep on the video, but it felt really steep in person, so I was scared. I felt like I couldn't stop, and I thought I was about to run into him. Luckily nothing happened though, and I get around him here on this uphill. But yeah, that guy's still behind me as we snake through these trees here. You can see here just how wet it really was, all these puddles. And the funny thing is, like, the first lap it was super wet, and then by the second lap it was like 80% better, and then by my third lap it was like 100% better. Like, it was like any other day at Harris Bridge. So it's interesting how quickly the track dried out. Yeah, like by my third lap, that big puddle right there wasn't even there. It was completely gone. Get around this person here. Still behind that guy in my class. I wish I would have known that was the guy that was in my class. I would have pushed to pass him a little sooner and put some distance between me and him. I have a hard time passing people anyway. Like, I don't know why, but I tend to, when I get up behind somebody that's like only slightly slower than me, I'll just sit behind them and just kind of like take it easy. Instead of pushing. I guess it gives me an excuse to go slow, and you know, obviously that's not a good thing when you're racing, but I don't know. I really need to break that habit and get better at passing. This little spot right here is always fun. If you hit it fast enough, you can jump all the way over. I didn't hit it fast there. But anyway, yeah, that guy that was behind me that I was talking about, I let him by right here under the bridge. There he goes. And then he pays me back by spraying me with mud and bang. Cracks the lens on my brand new camera. I mean, it's not the actual lens, it's like a glass lens cover. But man, that sucked. This is the first race with the new camera and cracked the lens first thing. I couldn't believe it. That guy owes me like $28. Not really, but you know, maybe. I do actually get around this guy here. He gets back around me later on in the race. I guess I got tired of going slow there for a minute. Yeah, more mud. Look at these puddles. I forgot how muddy it really was that first lap. By the second lap, those puddles were like all gone. They were all splashed out. The Pee-wees and the Minis must have had a good time in the morning. They pretty much did have a mutter, I suspect. Yeah, look how wet it is. Dang. Anyway, we'll skip ahead to my second lap because something pretty funny happens. I see this hotline here to the right, so I take it. And then, bang, these vines.
God dang. Fucking vine shit.
So yeah, the vines basically like wrapped around my neck and nearly pulled me backwards off the bike. I've never had that happen before. Super sucked. Fortunately, I didn't get hurt. It didn't hurt too bad. I just dropped the bike. But dang, if I would have been going faster, that would have really bad.
Took my fucking neck off. God.
Hey, hear me complaining about it. That's alright. It is what it is. So this is coming in my third lap. This wasn't my fastest lap. The fourth lap actually was, but my camera died like part way into the fourth lap. So I'm gonna let the third lap play out so that you guys can see what one complete lap looked like. And just look how much drier it looks like already.
Come on.
That lady with the megaphone, man, she was cheering for everybody. I hope someone went and gave her a hug after the race because she was supporting everybody that went by. I love it. Love to see it. But yeah, this lap, my first lap was, let's see, 36 minutes for my first lap. And my third lap, 31 minutes. So, shaved off pretty much 5 whole minutes there. Big difference, big difference. And my fastest lap was only a little faster than this one. So this one was, let me see, it was 31 minutes, 33 seconds, and my last lap was 31 minutes, 16 seconds. So, about 15-ish seconds faster. 14, 13, something like that. I don't know. Math. But yeah, look how much drier it is. It was a completely different track over that first lap. That first lap was crazy. Anyway, I'm going to let the rest of this play out, and I'll come back at the end to say what I got to say.
Thank you. That's a terrible lawn. Good Lord. Oh, those roots are deep. It's like a baby shower.
So we're coming up on the hill climb here. This is actually the first time I hit the hill climb, and I stopped to let this guy go ahead. I want to make sure he made it to the top before I went right behind him, but man, that was a terrible decision because I almost didn't make it. At least it felt like I almost didn't make it. It felt a lot closer than it looked. And then this downhill right here. I've never liked this downhill. They always put it in, or they almost always put it in, but man, today for some reason it felt extra sketchy. I did not like it at all. pretty much it. Overall, I don't feel like I did that bad. I definitely could have done a little better, and I wish I would have pushed a little harder just to get by that guy that was in front of me. He beat me out by just a few seconds. I could have got 4th, but overall, it wasn't a bad race. I ended up 5th out of 9 in my class, and I was 57 out of, I think, 200 overall. So, pretty decent finish. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.